Hello dear students and teachers, welcome back to the Maths MCQ Preparatory Exam series. Already we have learnt paper 1, paper 2 and paper 3. In this video we will learn paper 4. Already I have learnt 120 questions from paper 1, 2 and 3 covering all the important concepts. In this video, we will learn paper 4 in total. After this video, you will be learning 160 questions. In the OMR sheet, shade using blue or black ballpoint pen only. If you are finding my videos are useful, do subscribe the channel so that you don't miss out any video. First question, if the line given by x plus y plus 5 equals 0 and 3x plus ky plus c equals 0 are parallel, then value of k is. When the lines are parallel, the condition is a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 not equal to c1 by c2. Now find out the coefficients a1, a2, b1, b2 and c1, c2 and substitute and find out the value of k. That is a1 is 1, b1 is 1, c1 is 5. In the same way a2 is 3, b2 is k and c2 is 6. Now take the ratio a1 by a2 equals b1 by b2. What is a1? That is 1, a2 is 3, b1 is 1, b2 is k. Now cross multiply, k times 1 is k. The same way 3 times 1 is 3. Therefore the value of k is 3. Therefore, the correct answer is option A, 3. Now moving to question number 2. Two lines are given to be parallel. The equation of one of the lines is 4x plus 3y equals 5. Then one of the possible second parallel line is given. Equation is 4x plus 3y equals 5. We should check out for another equation which satisfies the condition a1 by a2 equals b1 by b2 is not equal to c1 by c2. Now what is a1? a1 is 4. b1 is 3 and c1 is 5. Taking option A, that is 4 by 2, 3 by 6 and 5 by 6. So 4 by 2 is 2, 3 by 6 is 1 by 2. Therefore a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2. Therefore option A cannot be correct. Now moving to option B. Option B also will be incorrect because the ratio a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2. Checking for option C, that is 4 by 8 is 1 by 2, 3 by 6 is 1 by 2, c1 by c2 is 5 by 6. Therefore, option C will be correct. It satisfies the condition for parallel lines. Therefore, the correct answer is 8x plus 6y equals 6. Now moving to question number 3. How many number of solutions are there to a pair of linear equation 2x plus 3y equals 9 and 4x plus 6y equals 8. Now find out the ratio a1 by a2 which is equal to 1 by 2, b1 by b2 is 1 by 2 and c1 by c2 is also 1 by 2. Therefore, the correct answer is infinitely many solutions because the lines are coincident. Since ratio a1 by a2 equals b1 by b2 equals c1 by c2, the lines are coincident. That means infinitely many solutions. That means the lines are coincident. Make a note of all these questions in your notebook. Similar questions will be asked in your exam. Now moving to question number 4. The lines representing 2x plus 3y minus 9 equals 0 and 4x plus 6y minus 18 equals 0 are. In the same way, find out the ratio a1 by a2. What is a1? a1 is 2 and a2 is 4. That is 2 by 4 is 1 by 2. Find out b1 by b2. b1 by b2 will be equal to 3 by 6 which is equal to 1 by 2. In the same way, c1 by c2 is what? Minus 9 by minus 18 we get ratio 1 by 2. Therefore, A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 equals C1 by C2. That means the lines are coincident. Therefore, the correct answer is option D. Since all the ratios are equal, the lines are coincident. Now, question number 5. The next term of the AP is. Now, to get the next term, we should add common difference to the previous term. Therefore, for minus 3, if we add the common difference minus 2, we get minus 5. Therefore, the correct answer is minus 5. Question 6. If ABC are in AP, then we know that the middle term is the average of first and last term, that is B equals A plus C by 2. Now, cross multiply 2 times B is 2B, which is equal to A plus C. Therefore, the correct answer is option A, 2B equals A plus C. Question number 7. How many 2-digit numbers are divisible by 3? The first 2-digit number is 12 and next is 15 and so on. What is the last 2-digit number will be 99. Now we need to find out the value of n using an formula. An equals a plus n minus 1 into d. What is the last term an? That is 99, which is equal to what is the value of a, which is 12 plus n minus 1 as it is. Common difference is 3. 15 minus 12 is 3. Now shift plus 12 to LHS, we get minus 12, 99 minus 12, which is equal to 87. N minus 1, 3 as it is. Now cross multiply, 3 will go to the denominator of LHS. Therefore, n minus 1 equals 87 by 3, which is equal to 29. N equals 29 plus 1, we get 30. Therefore, there are 30 2-digit numbers which are divisible by 3. What is the sum of first n natural number? The sum of first n natural number is given by the formula n into n plus 1 by 2. Therefore, the correct answer is option A, n times n plus 1 divided by 2. Moving to question number 9. The fourth term of an AP is 4. Then the sum of 7 terms is. What is A4? A4 is A plus 3D. Now what we need to find out? We need to find out sum of 7 terms. Therefore, Sn equals n by 2 into 2 times a plus n minus 1 into d. Now S7 equals, we need to find out sum of 7 terms. Therefore, S7 equals 7 by 2. 2 times a plus n is what? 7. 7 minus 1 is 6d. Now take out the common factor 2, that is 7 by 2 into 2 times a plus 3d. Now what is the value of a plus 3d, which is equal to 4, which is already given in the question. Therefore, S7 equals 2 and 2 will cancel out. Now 7 times a plus 3d value is 4. Therefore, S7 equals 7 times 4 is 28. Therefore, the sum of 7 terms is 28. The correct answer is option B, 28. Now moving to question number 10. If the quadratic equation x square plus px plus 4 equals 0 has two equal roots, then the value of p is. The condition for equal roots is discriminant delta equals 0. What is discriminant? B square minus 4ac equals 0. Now a equals 1, b equals p and c equals 4. Substitute the value of a, b and c in b square minus 4ac. We get p square minus 4 times 1 into 4 equals 0. Now 4 times 1 is 4, 4 4 is 16, p square equals, shifting minus 16 to RHS, it becomes plus 16. Therefore, p square equals 16, p equals plus or minus square root of 16, p equals plus or minus 4. Therefore, the correct answer will be 4. Option B. Question number 11. The discriminant of the quadratic equation, we need to find out the discriminant, which is equal to b square minus 4ac. What is a? A equals 5, b equals minus 3 and c equals 1. Now delta equals minus 3 whole square minus 4 times a is 5 and c is 1. Now delta equals minus 3 square is 9 minus 4 times 5 is 20. Therefore, delta equals 9 minus 20 is minus 11. Therefore, the discriminant is minus 11. The correct answer is option D, minus 11. Question number 12. If the roots of the quadratic equation x square minus 8x plus m equals 0 are equal, then the value of m is, again the condition is discriminant equals 0 when the roots are equal. Therefore, what is discriminant? B square minus 4ac equals 0. What is a value? A value is 1, b is minus 8, c is m. That is minus 8 whole square minus 4 times 1 into m equals 0. Minus 8 whole square is 64 minus 4m equals 0. Now 4m equals 64, m equals 64 divided by 4. 64 divided by 4 is 16. Therefore, the value of m is 16. The correct answer is option D, 16. Question number 13. The roots of the quadratic equation x square plus 7x equals 0 are. Very simple and direct question. What you need to do is just take out the common factor in the given quadratic. What is the common factor? Is x. Therefore, if you take out x, the remaining term is x plus 7 equated to 0. That is x equals 0. X plus 7 is 0. X equals 0. And x will be shifting plus 7 to RHS, it becomes minus 7. The roots are 0 and minus 7. Therefore, the correct answer is option A. Now, question number 14. Cosecant square theta minus cot square theta is equal to, using identity, 1 plus cot square theta equals cosecant square theta. This is the identity. 1 plus cot square theta equals cosecant square theta. Now write cosecant square theta as 1 plus cot square theta in the given equation. Now minus cot square theta as it is, plus cot square theta minus cot square theta will cancel out. The remaining term is 1. Therefore, the correct answer is option B, 1. Question number 15. If cos 5a equals 3, then value of secant A is. Secant A is reciprocal of cos A. Therefore, cos A equals 3 divided by 5. Now, what is secant A? Reciprocal of 3 by 5 is 5 by 3. Therefore, secant A is 5 divided by 3. Therefore, the correct answer is option B, 5 divided by 3. 16th question. Sin 60 degree into cos 60 degree is equal. What is sin 60 value? Is root 3 by 2. Cos 60 is root 3 by 2. Multiply root 3 into root 3 is 3 divided by 2 2s are 4. Therefore, the correct answer is 3 divided by 4. The correct answer is option C, 3 divided by 4. 17th question. In figure, angle B equals 90 degree, angle A equals angle C, BC equals 10 centimeter, then the value of tan 45. Directly you can write the value of tan 45 degree is 1. Otherwise, you can find out tan 45 equals opposite by adjacent. Again, you will get the same answer. Directly, you can write tan 45 value is 1. Therefore, the correct answer is option B, 1. Question number 18. The distance of the point alpha comma beta from the origin is. The distance between any point and the origin is given by the formula d equals square root of x square plus y square. In the place of x, we have alpha. In the place of beta, we have y. Therefore, the distance between the point alpha and beta from origin is square root of alpha square plus beta square. Question number 19. In which quadrant does the point 3, minus 3 lie? Now, draw the axis. Positive x-axis, negative x-axis, positive y-axis and negative y-axis. That is plus comma plus. That is x is plus, y is plus. In second quadrant, x is minus, y is plus. In third quadrant, x is minus, y is minus. In fourth quadrant, x is plus, y is minus. Therefore, the first quadrant, second, third and fourth. Therefore, the point 3, minus 3 will lie in the fourth quadrant. Therefore, the correct answer is option D, fourth quadrant. Question number 20. The area of triangle whose vertices are 2, 3, 2, 4 and 2, 5 is, taking x1, y1 as 2, 3, x2, y2 as 2, 4 and x3, y3 as 2, 5. Now we know that area of triangle equals half into x y minus y plus x y minus y plus x y minus y. This is the easy way to remember the formula. Now 1, 2, 3 in the cyclic order, again 2, 3, 1, next 3, 1, 2. Now substitute the values x1, y1, x2, y2 and x3, y3. That is x1 is 2, y2 is 4 and y3 is 5. 4 minus 5 plus x2 is 2, y3 is 5, y1 is 3 plus x3 is 2, y1 is 3 and y2 is 4. Now what is common? If you see 2 is common, I'll take 2 as common factor. It will reduce the step. 4 minus 5 is minus 1. 5 minus 3 is plus 2. 3 minus 4 is minus 1. Now 2 and 2 we cancel out. 2 minus 1 is 0. 2 minus 2 is 0. Therefore the correct answer is option A, 0 square units. Question number 21. The coordinates of the point which divides the line of x1, y1 and x2, y2 in the ratio m1 is to m2 internally. The formula is m1 x2 plus m2 x1 divided by m1 plus m2, m1 y2 plus m2 y1 divided by m1 plus m2. That is option B, C and D are incorrect. The correct answer is option, that is section formula. Therefore the correct answer is option A. Question number 22. If the following figure represents less than type ogive graph, then the median is value of n. That is the value of n on the x-axis, that is 2000. Therefore the correct answer is option D, 2000. So the x coordinate is the median. Question number 23. The size of the class intervals are 20, 40, 40 to 60, 60 to 8. What is class intervals? Size of the class interval is the upper limit minus lower limit. The class size is equal to upper limit minus lower limit. That is 40 minus 20 is 20, or 60 minus 40 is 20. Therefore which is equal to 20. Therefore the class size is 20. Therefore the correct answer is option B, 20. Question number 24. The mean and median of the given data are 20 and 22 respectively. Then the mode is, what is the empirical relation between mean, median and mode? 3 median equals mode plus 2 mean. 3 median equals mode plus 2 mean. We need to find out mode. Substitute median and mean value, that is 3 times 22, which is equal to mode plus 2 times mean is 20. 3 times 22 is 66. Now shifting 2 times 20 is 42 LHS, we get mode equals 66 minus 40. Therefore mode equals 26. Therefore the correct answer is option B, 26. Now question number 25. All squares are. It is a similar question as like previous question paper. All circles are similar but may not be congruent. The same way all squares are similar but it may not be congruent. Therefore the correct answer is option A. Now in the given figure, in triangle ABC, D is parallel to BC. AD is 1 cm, AE equals 2 cm, AC is 6 cm. Find the length of DB. By using the concept of Thales theorem, what we get is AD by DB equals AE by EC. The length AD divided by DB equals AE by EC. Now we need to find out DB. DB equals AD into EC divided by AE. What is AD? AD is 1 centimeter. EC is 6 divided by AE is 2. 1 times 6 is 6. 6 divided by 2 is 3. Therefore, the correct answer is 3 centimeter. DB equals 3 centimeter. The correct answer is option C, 3 centimeter. Question number 27. A vertical pole of length 12 meters casts a shadow of 8 meters long on the ground. At the same time, a tower casts a shadow 40 meters long. Find the height of the tower. In this question, elevation will be same, therefore it will be similar. The two triangles will be similar. By taking the corresponding sides will be in same proportion. By using that concept, that is 12 by 8 equals h by 40. Now simplifying, we get h equals 40 times 3 is 120. 120 divided by 2 is 60. Therefore, the height of the tower is 60. Draw the figure. Because elevation is same, the two triangles formed will be similar. Therefore, if two triangles are similar, the corresponding sides will be in same proportion. Using this concept, we can find out the height of the tower. The length of the diagonal of a square is 7 root 2 centimeter. Then the area of square will be. So area of square in terms of diagonals is A equals half times diagonal into diagonal. That is D square. Half into D is what? 7 root 2 into 7 root 2. We get root 2 into root 2 is 2. 2 and 2 will cancel out. 7 times 7 is 49. Therefore, the correct answer is 49 centimeter square. The correct answer is option D, 49 centimeter square. In the following figure, QA and PB are perpendicular to AB. The length of AQ is. Students, the angle A will be equal to angle B because they are perpendicular, that means 90 degree. So these angles will be equal because they are vertically opposite angles. Therefore, the triangles AOQ and POB will be similar by using AA criteria. Therefore, the corresponding sides will be in same proportion, that is taking AO by BO equals AQ by PB. Now we need to find out AQ, which is equal to AO into PB divided by BO. What is AO? AO is 10, PB is 9, BO is 6. Therefore, simplifying, we get 15 units. AQ is 15 units. The correct answer is option D, 15 units. Now, moving to question number 30. A tangent is drawn from a point 13 cm away from the center of a circle whose radius is 5 cm. The length of the tangent is. Draw the circle. A tangent is drawn from a point 30 cm away from the center. That means the distance is 13 cm. Radius is 5 cm. We need to find out the length PA, which is equal to tangent. Now OP is 13, OA is 5. 13 square will be equal to 5 square plus PA square Now PA square will be equal to 13 square minus 5 square, that is 169 minus 25. We get PA square equals 144. Now PA equals square root of 144. The square root of 144 is 12 centimeter. The length of the tangent is 12 centimeter. The correct answer is option C, 12 centimeter. By using the concept of Pythagoras theorem, we can calculate the length of the tangent PA. Question number 31. A tangent intersects the circle at how many points? It intersects the circle at only 1 point. Secant intersects the circle at 2 points. Question number 32. In the given figure, angle AOB equals 120 degree, angle APO. It's not APB, it's APO. APB will be 180 minus 120, which is equal to 60 degree. We got APB as 60 degree. Now APO will be equal to 60 divided by 2, half of APB. Therefore, half of APB is equal to half into 60 degree. We get 30 degree. Therefore, the correct answer is option A. So we can solve this in another way. Angle A is 90 degree. Now angle AOP will be 60 degree. Now 180 minus 90 minus 60, we get angle APO, which is equal to 30 degree. This can be solved in two ways. The simpler way is first method. For better understanding, use second method. Question number 33. A straight line passes to a point on the circle is. A tangent is a line passes to a point on the circle. Therefore, the correct answer is option A tangent. A repeated concept in the same question paper. Now moving to question number 34. To construct a triangle similar to given triangle PQR with its side 9/5 of the corresponding sides of angle RQX is an acute angle, the minimum number of points to be located at any equal distance on QX is. The highest number in the ratio is 9/5. Therefore, the correct answer is 9. Question number 35. In the figure, the measure of PQO. Direct question. The angle between the tangent and the radius drawn at the point is 90 degree. Therefore, the correct answer is 90 degree. Question number 36. If the volume of a cylinder is 300 centimeter cube, the volume of a cone having same radius and height as that of cylinder is. Repeated and definite question. Volume of cone is equal to 1/3 of volume of cylinder. Therefore, volume of cone equals 1/3 of 300 is 100 centimeter cube. Therefore, the correct answer is option D, 100 centimeter cube. Question number 37. The formula to find out the volume of a frustum of cone is. The formula to find out volume of frustum of cone is 1/3 pi h r1 square plus r2 square plus r1 into r2. Therefore, the correct answer is option A. Do read all the formulas from the unit, surface areas and volumes. Question number 38. A capsule is in the shape of a cylinder with hemisphere attached to both the end base. The total surface area of the capsule is. Consider a cylinder. We have hemisphere at the both ends. Now the total surface area of capsule is CSA of cylinder, CSA of hemisphere and CSA of another hemisphere. That is, CSA of cylinder is 2 pi rh, CSA of hemisphere is 2 pi r square and CSA of another hemisphere will be 2 pi r square. Now the total surface area of capsule 2 pi rh plus 2 pi r square plus 2 pi r square, which is equal to 4 pi r square plus 2 pi rh. Therefore, the correct answer is option C, 4 pi r square plus 2 pi rh. The radius of a sphere whose surface area is 616 centimeter square. Area of sphere equals 4 pi r square. Given area is 616, which is equal to 4 pi r square. Now r square equals 616 divided by 4 pi. Pi value is 22 by 7. Now r square equals 7 into 616 divided by 4 into 22. 7 into 616 divided by 4 times 22 is 88. 616 divided by 88 is 7. Therefore, r square equals 7 into 7. R equals square root of 49. R equals 7 centimeter. Therefore, the correct answer is option B, 7 centimeter. Be little bit cautious when you're solving this kind of problem from the unit surface areas and volumes. The next question, a solid in the shape of a cone mounted on a cylinder with both the radii equal to 4 cm. If the total height of the solid is 8 cm, the height of the cylinder is 5 cm, then the slant height of the cone is. A solid is in the shape as shown in the figure. The total height is 8 cm and the height of cylinder is 5 cm. What we need to find out slant height of the cone. Radius given 4 cm and height of cylinder is 5 cm. Now what is height of the cone? Height of the cone is 8 minus 5, that is equal to 3. Now what is the length of the biggest side of the right angle triangle? That is L square equals 3 square plus 4 square. The relation between slant height, radius and height of the cone, L square equals R square plus H square. L equals square root of 25. L equals 5 centimeter. The slant height of the cone is 5 centimeter. Therefore, correct answer is option C, 5 centimeter. Students, in total you have learnt 120 questions. Many of the questions are very important. Do solve similar questions. Thank you for watching the video.